It appears Rosie O'Donnell. Rosie O'Donnell. O'Donnell. Anyway, Rosie for what? I don't know, months now at least. I mean, probably years, but as far as TikTok goes, it's been months that Rosie O'Donnell has been showing her disliking of Donald Trump. I mean, this has been going on forever. But let me go ahead and show you this. Rosie, what's Rosie saying? I mean, she's been posting a lot on her TikTok. Now she has what, 2.5 million followers. Let me go ahead and post this video. You guys need to see this. She's breaking down. Rosie, I loved you in a league of their own. There's no crying in baseball.
What's coming? But trying to stay on the happy side of life and not, obsess on that either. But it's hard to avoid it when it's so blatantly obvious when you look at the parallels that we have been here before as a world. When democracy falls, fascism takes its place, right? Capitalism. And it's come. And people, I think, are in for a shock. That's what I think. Hold, please, so I can get out of this. Hold, please.
Oh, man. Rosie, calm down. Everything's going to be okay. But as you guys are going to find out in her newly posted TikTok video from yesterday, she's just not doing too well.
As my Nana would say. I like saying that. Some people say don't say that. I'm hypersensitive at this point going, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should be more like this. Maybe I should answer that question. Maybe I should fight with that person. Maybe I should defend myself. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. Since election night, it's been exhausting. It really has. Have you guys listened to Did I Marry on TikTok? Amazing woman, Teresa Reseda, or something like that. I'm bad with names, I'm sorry. Did a whole story about marrying this guy. Now, listen, it was a pretty quick kind of engagement, but COVID was happening. But still, it was kind of quick, she never tries to couch it into what she did right. She admits what she did wrong. It's very fascinating to watch. So I missed this whole boat, like somebody told me, what about Teresa Reseda? I'm like, what? At Thanksgiving, Teresa Reseda. I'm like, how did you miss that? I miss so many things. I have to say, I really do. I miss so many things. I'm reading books. I'm feeding squirrels. I'm trying not to think the world's problems are something that I need to personally solve. Narcissistic, who's to say? But there's definitely a PTSD response for me, when crises of the nation happen. And there have been a bunch in my lifetime, starting with the Vietnam War, when I was a little kid and I would be eating dinner and see the violence on the TV and cry. And my father would send me to my room and say, you're not allowed to watch the news anymore. And you know what? I'm not allowed to watch the news anymore now either, because it is just too much. Here's a squirrel. Hold, please. I'm going to show you the feeding thing. Hold, please. Hi. Come here. Come on. Hi.
Is that Peanut's cousin?
Anyway, so it's very interesting on TikTok. There are 50-something episodes. I'm on episode 14 or something like that. But I've been told over and over again to watch this. All right, people are like, what's up with your nose? Okay, how is it? Tiny little whitehead, but so painful. Like the worst pain I've ever had in my life. But I haven't had a child, so. It was a lot of pain. And then the next day it was like a bump. And then the little head came back. And then I put one of those things that you put on it, you know, those little mighty patches or whatever they're called. And now it's weird and red. But it doesn't hurt anymore, which is a big plus. I wonder when you stop worrying about the comments that people leave about your appearance. I don't know. I really don't.
All right. I just want to say, Rosie, who cares what people say about your appearance? Screw them. All right. If there's one thing, like, if I can tell you anything, like, who cares if people, like, let them talk crap. All right. Shallow people. But I think that maybe you not watching news is good. But I just feel like, I mean, she doesn't have a husband or a wife. She's just hanging out by herself on her phone. I mean, maybe that's why she feels really sad. I mean, she has kids, right? Isn't one of her daughters going through it? I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and rag on Rosie, but dude, it seems like she's allowing the internet to like scare her really bad. And in these glasses, maybe switch out the glasses, maybe. I think the glasses are a little too distracting. Makes you feel a little narcissistic. I don't know.
Hold, please.
Obviously, you have to wire it a certain kind of way. Rushes back over, gives it to my ex-husband. My ex-husband's like, okay, first thing in the morning, we will get this wired over and then.
Not Teresa Risa. Risa Tisa. I'm looking at it now. Risa Tisa. That's the voice that you hear in the background. It's kind of fun. The game was over. Of course, the Chiefs won. And I'm just sitting here trying to encourage the squirrels to come back after the, defoliation of the neighbor's yard. I don't know what the hell happened. People are like, why don't you know your neighbor? I don't know. I've only lived here like a year, and I've never seen anyone go in or out of that house. What, should I have knocked on the door and said, hi, you want to be my friend?
Maybe, I don't know. I mean, it is better to know your neighbor instead of, I would like to know my neighbors. I know my neighbors, and they don't even speak the same language as me. Anyway.
I've never seen them on either side. I've never seen anyone go in or out. There's other neighbors I've spoken to, like ones who have kids, and I see them putting up the Halloween decorations and we talk. But just so happens the person right next to me that we share squirrels. No, it was a very, very busy weekend, and there were a lot of people, and I had to expel a lot of energy. So I would rather just sit home and do my art. What can you say to that? What can you say? No, I already bought the tickets. That's what I did say, but they were like, well, can you trade them in? And no, you can't.
All right. Well, Rosie, listen, I think we need to just breathe and wait till Donald Trump's in the White House before you start assuming anything. I'm a little skeptical about some of the people in Trump's cabinet, but I'm going to just wait it out. You should do the same, Rosie. And I'm going to go watch A League of Their Own today for you. And you were in Flintstones as well, too. I mean, man, this is kind of weird. Like, I don't want to talk crap about Rosie or Donald, but I think that she just, like a lot of us, we kind of get in our own thoughts and our mind and social media, and we start to go a little, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But Rosie has had this thing against Donald Trump for a long time. So there's something there. I don't know if it's something from her own life. I don't know why she hates him so much, but she definitely hates Donald Trump a lot. And I'm hoping maybe she'll, like most people, come around, but probably not. You guys are watching the Off Topic Show. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. What do you think? Who cares? Rosie's not that bad. Who really cares? And should she be feeding those squirrels? Probably not. Watch out. They might have rabies.